Hey there guys, welcome back to AFC Game by Game. I hope you're doing really well. Now, this is just a quick one to address what is going on with Arsenal's Chief Executive Officer, Ivan Gazidis. Of course, in recent weeks there's been a lot of speculation. In fact, it's just been really in the past week there's been a surge towards this man and his potential departure to AC Milan, which has been, as I say, highly talked about, and it's something that I think is certainly worth discussing, seeing as he is a man that has played such an integral role in this change of structure at Arsenal. He was so key in removing Arsene Wenger from the club, seeing his departure go so smoothly, bringing in Unai Emery, bringing in this new way of doing things at Arsenal, and he's been at the helm of that. He's been a fantastic asset to Arsenal Football Club this past year. It would be a real shame to lose him. It would be a definite disappointment to see a man go that has been so crucial to what is now what's looking like a gleaming future at Arsenal. Of course, I don't want to speak too soon. We haven't played a single Premier League game yet, but the way he's done things, the way we've got our transfer business done so efficiently, so quickly, the way we got Emery in so quickly, it's all looking very positive, and Gazidis has rightly earned a lot of credit. And it's no surprise that he's getting attention from clubs such as AC Milan, because he has done such a fantastic job at Arsenal in these past couple of years. In fact, during his whole tenure at Arsenal, he's certainly got a lot of negative comments towards him at the start of his Arsenal campaign. I remember there were a lot of chants, Ivan Gazidis, what the do you do? That was the kind of typical one. And for a long time, he was kind of in the back room. We didn't really hear a lot from him. We didn't see him as much as we do now. But he, as I say, he's played such a big role in getting the club to where it currently is, in a good financial, stable position. He oversaw that massive move from the Emirates Stadium, from Highbury to the Emirates Stadium, sorry. And he is a man that is a very important player at Arsenal. But one thing I should stress is that losing Ivan Gazidis, I don't think it really merits the concern that so many people are putting out there. Yes, it would be a shame to lose a man that has been so crucial to us in recent years, but it's a chief executive officer. He's very much replaceable. It's not as if we're losing Emery all of a sudden. It's not as if we're losing a key player. He is a man that, as I say, is important, has done a very good job, but he is replaceable. Let's not forget that. I can understand why he'd want to leave, to be brutally honest. He's a man that seems to like a project. The move from Highbury to the Emirates was a huge project. He's done a fantastic job overseeing that move, and naturally, given what's going on at AC Milan, that could be an attractive proposition to him, not just for the project, but for the money as well. I'm sure he's got a great contract offer out there, but it would be a surprise for him to have done all this work, to get the stability, the power that I think he's got now, because Arsene Wenger, we all know he had quite a lot of power at Arsenal, and Gazidis really was in Wenger's shadow as such, and now Gazidis is kind of the top boy at Arsenal. So it would be a surprise for him to have done all this great work and then to jump ship. But as I say, it's not something to be concerned about. The only worry I would have about it is, because he's our chief executive officer and because he is so closely linked with Mislintat, Emery, Ralstonelli, he is such a key player in that group of important people. The only thing that's really concerning me is what will happen now with regards to the contract situation on some of our players, particularly Aaron Ramsey. If he is to leave, then it's vital that we get this sorted out ASAP. It's not a good time for it to come out, to be honest. This sort of stuff should have been left until after the transfer window, because he is someone that is going to play a key part in transfer negotiations. So for this to come out now isn't really ideal. At least we've got all of our business done, but you would hope now that the emphasis is really put on to Ralstonelli, who's got to deal with that contract situation regarding Aaron Ramsey. The longer that goes on, the more worrying that's going to be. And we've only got a couple of weeks left. I mean, we've got a month left of the transfer window now. So it's a real crunch time for Arsenal. So for this news to come out is surprising, but I can't stress enough, it's not something that we should be getting overly concerned about. The things I've seen on Twitter that have been put the way of Ivan Gazidis, I think, are really reactionary. It is disappointing. I think Arsenal fans would agree with that, but I'm not going to keep repeating myself. He is a man that is replaceable. He's an executive officer, and there are people out there that are just as qualified as him to do the job at Arsenal, and maybe do it even better. As I say, he saw the move over really efficiently, but now we need someone, if it's not going to be Gazidis, to take this club forward and beyond. And maybe, you know, as I say, there could be someone out there that is a lot more qualified than Ivan Gazidis to do it, but it's all a matter of perspective. It's all subjective. What he's done for Arsenal over this past decade has been fantastic, and if he is to leave, I wish him the best of luck, but as I say, let's not get too hung up on this because it's not something that we should be worrying about too much. What we need to worry about is how Arsenal are going to line up on the 11th of August against Manchester City, how we're going to perform. Are we going to get this Ramsey situation sorted ASAP? These are the things that, as fans, we need to be more concerned about rather than what's going on upstairs, because we've got a great squad, we've got a great manager at Arsenal now, and now it's a case of just getting the results on the pitch, focusing on the football and getting behind the philosophy that Emery's going to instill at this club. We don't need external distractions such as this, and it was good of the club to come out and sort of clarify what was going on with the situation. It was kind of a skewed statement from Sir Chips Keswick, I believe it was, that came out and said it. It was just sort of saying, we know that Ivan gets a lot of credit from other clubs. We know he attracts a lot of attention. It didn't really say whether his future was cemented at Arsenal or not. But yeah, I mean, did it really need to? I mean, I think we really are getting very drawn into this. But again, Arsenal are a fantastic club that are going to attract a fantastic chief executive officer if it does come to that. But it would be a surprise to me if he did leave after getting this great position at the club, getting a position of power, and now for him to jump ship and go to AC Milan. As I say, I'd understand it, but it would be a peculiar one from the outside looking in as an Arsenal fan. But from a personal perspective, maybe for him, it's the right move at this stage in his career. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to dwell on it. That's all I've got to say on the matter. Please do get your thoughts in the comments box below. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. And as always, I'll be speaking to you very, very soon. See you later, guys.